The Ruach of Ha Adonai is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those oppressed, to proclaim the acceptable year of Ha Adonai. Hallelujah.
Turn with me to the 4th chapter of Luke, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Jesus took up the book in the temple and read these words, and impressed the fact because of the manifestation of the work he was doing.
A reading from the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, proclaim liberty to the captives, and the recovery of sight to the blind, to the opening of the prison for those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor.
You are now riding with the Ruach for Yahuwah. Kahantazadaq, the foul mouth Kahan, so you know who's saying. All right, peace. It's your guy, kahantazadaq. This is me in my old hood, BK, but I'm in the A now. You're now riding with the Ruach. I want to talk to you about discovering your true self. Trying to teach people to stop pump faking. Let's go. Learn how to be you. Let's get it. Shalom. Feel this right hand. Like everybody could talk about their plight, right? The Jewish people talk about the Holocaust. The Japanese talk about Nagasaki and Hiroshima. But when a melanated man stands up and talk about what's happened to us over 400 years of slavery, they say, why can't you just forget about it? Then they put us in something called projects, and you think it's the buildings. But the real project is you. You're a project that they've been working on all of this time. Your genocidal rejects. Let me talk to you about that. Let me talk. Genocidal rejects. Feel this right here.
Governmental projects, they consider us genocidal rejects. Fathers in prison for toting straps. Some got murdered for moving packs, while the sons inherit beef and pain to set. Mothers and daughters selling sex. Got me wondering who gon' die next. Will the government bomb the project?
From amidst governmental projects, evolves the genocidal rejects. Fatherless little boys strapped with gats from the ghettos, hoods, and projects, impersonating the real cats designed to live fat. Teenage girls expressing sex and selling that for e-pills or a dime sack. Wild birds react in the backseat of a lack. Ebola, core her, split that, hit that, spit that game. Yeah, cuz my G game is fat. Rat-tat-tat, shaklack. He straight hit a child in the back. The thug tossed the gat, but not where the deceased is at. The beast called police, crime, they don't decease that. The male sex form sets, learn to accept degeneration, living at a poverty-stricken condition, wishing they had daddy to take them fishing. He's gone, man, listen, they're restricted to the same damn things that their daddies do. Hustling, pissing, and fixing pharmaceuticals in the kitchen. And out of the moonlight, these children of the night die in gun or night fights for white kites that blow, you know, leaves them high as satellites. Never knew the true value of life. A tattered picture of a fake white Christ reveals they need to be mentally ill, taught to kill for dead white men on green and white bills. Blood fills, these streets are ill. Bullets don't yield the young child's brain. Mama say, look for me. These bullets don't have no name. Looking for a body to claim. Mommy's praying while her child is playing. My blood runs cold and chills my veins. Game stored spraying. A child is dead, innocently laying on the pavement. Other children staring in amazement. Damn, look how fast shorty's days went. I hate it here. I wonder why mom still pays rent. We're living low here in the basement. My brother caught a case. HUD nipped it in the bud and refused to give mother a replacement. When we seek employment, we're viewed as just objects. I object, demand respect. We're just genocidal rejects. Genocidal rejects.
Governmental projects, they consider us genocidal rejects. Fathers in prison for toting straps. Some got murdered for moving packs, while the sons inherit beef and pain to set. Mothers and daughters selling sex. Got me wondering who gon' die next. Will the government bomb the project?
Boom! I object, demand respect. Viewed as governmental projects. The projects aren't just the buildings with windows, floors, and ceilings. It is us, Citizen X, manipulated into killing, stealing, drug dealings, and selling sisters for sex. The feds store up their sets, stand in Masonic stands, devise plans, talks with their hands, but our sets they ban, man. We indulge in alcohol and drugs. They're in trouble once we discover who we once were. Before the diaspora, before the transatlantic massacre, before the Amalekite bastard slave ships came after us, we were priests and kings, but now unnatural disasters. Genocidal rejects. Genocidal rejects. Con, you like rhymes when they cause laughter, or that bullshit from gangster rappers. I spit the real, non-fiction, not an actor. Speaking this truth, there's no one to back it up. Just say, you better clean your act up. It might encourage the rebels to pick that Mac up. I tell them to put the gat up and tell the mothership extract us. But don't test or act up. You better think about it. Back up. No Jake would die today. Hey, Shanae wants a cracker, and Goldstein wants her cracker blacker. Rappers, singers, and actors sold their souls. MK Ultra is a fact, bro. Sitting in the back of the bus. What in the fuck is wrong with us? Indulge in social media, women selling sex, suckers buying that. This matrix is a mess. We're just genocidal rejects. Genocidal rejects.
Yeah, Africa ain't built no ship and came back over here and rescued one nigga since we left from Africa. Yeah, and Africans don't like us. Yeah, they don't like us. They ain't our people. We niggas, slaves, the descendants of slaves. They would never cause no nigga.
And now riding with the Ruach. I am your host, kahantazadaq, and I want you to join me in this episode as I take you on the challenge of discovering your true self and embracing what makes you stand out. Problem with that, most people in the world today emulate someone else. But today I want to teach you to discover how to break free from the social norms and expectations of others imposing their will upon you that traps you into their paradigm. I want to teach you to develop your own unique strengths, passions, and values. Stop looking for and searching for external validation. Learn to celebrate your quirks and your differences, right? And find the courage to stand out from the crowd. Be dissident. Be you. I'm not into the whole approval seeking thing. I don't look for any validation outside of myself. Because no one could be you better than you, and no one damn sure could be me better than me. So I need you to get ready to unleash your true self. You're now riding with the Ruach. And I need you to live life that's authentic. Stop emulating others. Stop saying what someone else say. Stop pretending you're from somewhere that you're not from. Be real. I want to tell you something, man. There's nothing about me made up. If there's one thing you got to give me, man, I keep it a buck. I keep it 100 all the way live, man. In fact, I keep it 1,000, big guy. You dig? So I need you to get ready to unleash your true self. That's authentic, confident, and unapologetic. Never apologize for being who you are, man. I don't care if it's to a broad or anyone. You got to be you. Be what the Creator created you to be. Stop trying to be something else that you're not. Start talking it and walking it. Then you got to live that out. Listen, man, you only get one chance at life. You get one chance, right? But if you live it correctly, once is all you need. But you really have to stop. You really have to stop trying to cater to someone else and allowing them to impose their views and wills upon you. You got to start realizing that time is a depreciating asset. So your life won't last forever. It's a depreciating asset. And listen, man, this life right here, it's your real estate. Your corpus is your real estate. And you can't do a quick claim on that. Can't foreclose on it. But when it's expired, it's gone. So let me start off by telling you this. And these are probably startling statistics about self-acceptance or individuality. People don't have individuality anymore. You're like, oh, cookie cutters. Globally, not just the United States. I'm talking globally. You know what I told you? I try to told you. Globally, approximately 85% of people struggle with self-love. That means 85% of the people, most people that I go and encounter and I talk to, you don't love yourself. You don't like what you are. You know, a lot of them chicks that you think is beautiful, she have low self-esteem. She's not being approached. She has low self-esteem. Most of you are out there. So that means if I talk to 8 out of 10 people, you have low self-esteem and you're pump faking. You're trying to pretend that you're not and you don't, but you really do. So globally, 85% of the people struggle with low self-esteem and individualism. You're not being yourself. You're emulating someone else. You're going to social media. You're living fake. It's a facade. You're not keeping it real. You're always talking about keeping it real, but what exactly is keeping it real? You're pump faking. You're treating life like it's a football. Nobody knows the real you, and I'm talking to more than the average person right now. I'm talking about 8 out of 10 people on the planet globally suffer from low self-esteem. You can fact check that if you want to. But most of you under the sounds of my voice right now seeking outside validation. You know why? Because the inner me is the enemy. Your greatest enemy is yourself. It's your Satanist self. I reiterate, man, you get one chance at life. If you live it correctly, once it's all you need, you better get up and get after it. Get up and get after it now. What I'm saying is 85% of people on the planet is living a cap lifestyle. Stop the cap, bro. Stop D-riding, bro. Stop D-riding. Stop D-riding, bro. Learn to be yourself. Talking to her, too. I'm talking about 85. This is not gender specific. I'm talking about 85% of the population globally suffers low self-esteem. And it's increased 12% since 1960. Here's a breakdown, right? Low self-esteem, approximately 85% of the people worldwide, adults and adolescents, that's inclusive of adolescents, have low self-esteem. See the beautiful girl over there that you're afraid to talk to? Because you have approach anxiety? She has it also. She might have a pimple or something that's causing her misery. You have an imposter syndrome. Most of you are not real. I'm way too real. I'm me. I don't try and be, when someone be like, yo, why you acting like you're a weirdo? Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm dissident. But that's what makes me great. You can't even be you. You're a cookie cutter. It's like putting gingerbread men in a pan. You all look alike and you took something and cut them out. No individuality. You think I'm playing? Go to social media. Yo, Kendrick Lamar's song I'm so sick of that song. They're not like us. When I go to TikTok, that's everybody's doing the same thing. No individuality. That's what I'm talking about. Stop me where I'm lying at. Stop me where I'm lying at. You haven't discovered your own uniqueness. You're living a facade. You're a fraud. You're living a cap. Around 82% of people struggle with imposter syndrome. A lot of you stole my writings, my books. I be hearing dudes be using my slang. I could dig that. But dig what you saying, homie. You don't even have swag, a lot of you dudes, man. You pump faking like, yeah, I'm from here. And I know it's a cap, but I sit back and I'll let you play yourself. And you expose your folly. So around 82% of the people struggle with imposter syndrome. The feeling of being a fraud. Because you know it inside. When you're pump faking, you know you're a fake. You dig? You're riding with the Ruach, and I'm giving you the truth, man. And the truth won't make you mad. Then make you free. John 8:32. So God didn't get mad, but I'm trying to give you a remedy for your situation. Self-confidence is on a decline. All of you dudes that has that approach anxiety, and by the way, I'm a spokesman for men. I'm a relationship dating coach, pickup artist. Well, so if you have a problem, you feeling bearish, you can hit me up. You hit me up on the DM. I won't put your business out there like that, but you need 85%, man. You need help. A survey in 2023 by Ruling Our Experience, Rocks did it. It found that self-confidence has literally dropped in girls between 2017 and 2023, with the percentage of girls reporting feeling uncomfortable dropping from 68% to 55%. So the female that you're afraid to step to, she has low self-esteem, low confidence. It's globally. It's a learned behavior. Why? Because you're trying to be someone other than who you really are, other than yourself. I'm trying to put you up on game and teach you to be yourself. You know what I told you? So this is what I need to tell you, man. People ask me, yo, you say you want to ride. Why haven't you joined an MC club? It's because I don't allow any outside influence to mold me. I don't need external validation. That comes from within. The moment you wake up and realize that, you will be happier in life. You need to discover your true self and what's essential in this world. Like I told you, my time is valuable. So you really have to put some sort of boundaries in place and stop allowing people to waste your time. Because time is a depreciating asset. Time and death teaches us that we don't have forever. So life is the depreciating asset. You better take advantage of it now. Stop saying tomorrow, I'll get it right. I'll do it later. No, later is right now. Tomorrow doesn't exist because when it arrives, you refer to it as today. The only reality is now. Can't go back and change anything from your past, and you can't go to the future because when what you call the future arrive is right now. So what you do right now is going to dictate your future. Stop making excuses and make adjustments in life. Get up and get after it. You was born to be great. The Creator created all of us to be unique. But you're busy being an imposter. You're living an imposter lifestyle. You go and you see someone else do something like you all doing Kendrick Lamar dance. That's his dance, man. Fall back. Stop D-riding, bro. Stop D-riding, sis. Learn to be yourself. And if I offended you, I meant to. You dig what I'm saying? I meant to. If this offends you, it's intended to do so, because it's designed to shame you down and straighten you out. There's a common struggle that people face trying to fit in. Many of you, under the sounds of my voice right now, you know you do things not because you want to do it, but because you want to fit in and you're concerned about someone else's perception of you. Some of you went to college, you know you're not college material. Then you left with $100,000 loan, $200,000 loan, because you wanted to appease to your parents. You didn't want to go to law school, but you went because you try to fit someone else's narrative. You have an imposter anxiety. You have an imposter problem, right? You want to be everything except for who you are. That's a problem. The most difficult thing in the world is to be something that you're not. The hardest thing is to be what someone else wants you to be. The easiest thing is to be who you are. So stop the cap, bro. Stop the imposter syndrome and start living life out. Learn to be great. The easiest thing in the world to be is yourself, but you got to discover who you are. I ask people all of the time, what's your purpose in life? And they be dumbfounded like, I never thought of that. I'm like, wow. That means you have no target. And if you have no target, you can't take aim at nothing. That means you have no real goal. If you don't know where you're going in life, you have nothing to shoot at, then grab a damn beer and get in the car, because you're going to be out there with the rest of the bums, the remainder of the bums. Well, if you live in life based on what someone else wanted to appease to your family, your wife, or whoever, anyone that's on the journey with you and being who you're supposed to be, if they're truly on that journey with you, they're going to respect what you're doing, your goals and your opportunities. If not, it's time to extirpate them from your life. You understand? That's your answer right there. But the other thing is you have this fear of being alone because you don't know yourself. Once you love yourself, then you can properly love someone else. And that may sound trivial. And you say, I heard that before, but listen to what I'm saying. Once you properly love yourself, then you can love. Then and only then can you love someone else. Stop D-riding, bro. Stop D-riding, sis. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be real. People always talking about keeping it real, and most of you are just out there faking it. Pump faking. And you know it. You have imposter syndrome because you know that you're a fraud. You're faking. Nothing about you is original. It's from emulation of someone else or what someone else instilled into you. You don't even know who you are, because most of us are molded from birth to be something else other than what we wanted to be. And then at some point, you adapt to it and you decide, well, maybe this is what's known as adjustment. And then you lose yourself forever. But I'm trying to teach you to be yourself, offer your gift to the world, because a creator has instilled a unique gift within us all. And you better get up and get after that, because time is a depreciating asset. And time is running out. Time is running out. You don't have forever. You're not promised tomorrow. There's different methods and practices that can help you uncover your true self. And you start by questioning authority, questioning those that's telling you to do something and dictating to you and try to get you to do something that goes against your internal voice. Because when that internal voice speaks out, that's the real you combating someone imposing their views on you. But you have to stand up. You have to stand up and speak against it. You got to resist. And real truth is a form of tyranny. Friendship tyranny, parental tyranny, relationship tyranny, They're dictating to you. It's a despotic move on you. And until you stand up and say, alas, I will not be what you want me to be or what others say I should be. I am and I will be myself henceforth from today forth. And that's what you need to do, man. I'm talking to somebody right now. In fact, I'm talking to about 85% of you under the sounds of my voice. Tell you a story. At one point, I used to try and cater to people. But in a relationship, I may not like something, but I cater because I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So what you gonna do? Hurt yourself? See, without that self-love, you can't properly love others. You're gonna give them fake love because you could only give people to what you really are. And if you're fake, and it's all you have to give, can't blame someone for hurting you because that's all they know. See, you got to be strong enough to say what part of the responsibility that I'm going to assume for allowing someone to mistreat me. That goes for the women that's being abused and all of this. Why do you stay in a relationship like that? Don't tell me it's fair. Well, because fear is an intangible. You create fear in your own mind. In reality, it has no substance. Well, so if you really love yourself enough, you're not going to remain in a relationship where someone is hurting you physically or mentally. You extricate yourself. Well, you leave it and you never go back. But it takes self-love to do that. Many of you are really lacking that. Self-love. Love yourself. So it starts by learning to say no. Seems very simplistic, right? Just say no. Try it sometime. You'll feel great. Learn to tell people no, especially people that said that they love you. If you can't tell them no without an argument, that's not love. That's manipulation. And a lot of you are in manipulative relationships. I hear dudes all of the time say, yeah, I can't rock with this. Right? I hear guys say, oh, yeah, well, I got to get home. My wife was riding with a brother that other day. He was like, yeah, my wife said I need to come home and fix it. I'm like, yo, what kind of time are you on? Who's the head of your relationship? You're not. Don't tell me if you're on that 50-50 half-ass. You know what I mean? Then you're not the king of your castle. First of all, let me tell you men something, man. Whether the woman admit it or not, a woman's going to want a man that's dominant and a leader, even if she's so-called strong and her masculine, which she shouldn't be, because if a woman is too much in her masculine, she's not going to attract a masculine male. She's going to attract an effeminized male that she could dictate to, right? This is where real masculine men, they don't go and be with a female that's an attorney, because she's accustomed to telling people what to do, and that's going to roll over into her home life. Learn to be a leader. Learn to be who you are. Don't apologize for being yourself. I'm not telling you to be rude, but don't hurt yourself to make someone else feel better. That's counterproductive. I'm no longer on that kind of time. Long time ago, I stopped doing that. I learned to look people in the eyes and tell them no. When I walk, you see me. When I move, you see how I move. My head's up. Don't care about their opinion on me. Some of you guys, you have approach anxiety. You won't approach these women because you think she's exceedingly beautiful. You go up to her, she say no. So damn what? What did you lose? You didn't lose anything. You don't know if she told you no. She might be in a relationship. She might have problems. She might just got out of a relationship. It shouldn't matter. The fact that someone tells you no and it bothers you, it means you're searching for external validation. Stop. Stop it, bro. Stop searching for external validation and learn who you are. Learn to man up. You're riding with the Ruach, and I'm giving you right knowledge. You'll see me. I'm out here. See, I'm downtown in the A right now, riding with the Ruach. I'm on my dual sport. When the video first started, I was on my Harley, but I decided to mix the joint in here from the Dual Sport Ulster. Downtown in the A right now, right? If you out here in the A, you want to ride, hit me up in the DM if your energy's good. We could ride. We could ride out. You know what I mean? You'll see me. Start acting like you don't see me, man. And you know what I'm speaking are actual facts. Because I speak the truth. So I'm telling you from today forth, you're going to have to draw a line in the sand and decide which side you're on. You and your individuality, or you continue to be a clone. You're going to continue to allow people to push you around and dictate to you. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Be a leader. Lead yourself first. Do what is right. Kahantazadaq, I'm out here. I'm really outside. You'll see me. And I'm riding with the Ruach, the Holy Spirit. By Hashem. It's in his name. You understand what I'm talking about? So until next time. And by the way, leave your comments under this video if you're having a problem, like telling people no, and you're allowing people to oppose upon you. It needs to stop right now. Right now, my guy. Right now, sis. Stand up and face whoever's trying to dictate to you and tell them no more. No more. I'm not going there because I don't want to go. I'm not doing this because that's not what I want to do. If it hurts their feelings, oh well. Sometimes people need to hear that. Then they respect you more. But if you continue to allow it to go on, it's going to continue and continue and continue. You understand? Kahantazadaq, you've been riding with the Ruach. So until the next time, ride out. Leave your comments under the video. I'm out of here.